Boom. We're not live. This is a recording. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies without gentlemen, boys and girls, and the in between. Let's not forget them. Skyclad Games back again, but this time we have a video on the pit house because this thing is new to me right now. I thought I'd break my shift. I'm gonna keep it quick, short, and simple. I'm hoping. So yeah, I bought the Moza. I'm switching from Fanatec, as you guys been hearing from my blabbering on my live streams. I've been blabbering about it. I'm switching from Fanatec ecosystem to Moza, and I did the switch. I sold all my Fanatec gear. My Fanatec gear is gone. Now I have Moza R21 Ultra, the base. I have this one of the CRP2 pedals and the shifter as well. Now I had a small issue or a small panic or a small fart attack that I had. I thought I bricked my shifter because I was in Asseto Corsa driving, and somehow I switched settings in here or whatever, like, because I'm testing the settings. I'm trying to have the perfect setting for the base stuff like that. So I'm going through the settings and all kinds of shit, and then my shifter was working fine, and then I somehow I did not realize it. If you go to Miscellaneous and you go mapping, once you turn on the wheelbase split, right, it's gonna split this thing into 32 buttons right now. So if we split this, right, it's gonna ask you to run it as an administrator. So you're gonna run it as an administrator. It shuts off. You give it permission to run it as an administrator. So you're running the pit house right now, Moza pit house. You're running as an administrator, and right now you can see the shit. We're gonna let this shit load a little bit. Yeah, everything works, but I'm gonna let it load. Now, mind you, everything, all firmware, it's up to date, right? All of the shit is like up to date. Check for update unless they release an update as of February 12th today. Right, so if you go to the shifter again, the shifter works. You go through all the gears, right? No problem. Now, if you go here to the wheelbase, and if you switch this one in here right now, it's going into 32s. Some games do not recognize more than 32 buttons. So you go back, you go to the shifter, boom. You start shitting yourself right now. You think you broke the shifter, right? Like, I'm going through gears right now. I'm switching gears. Nothing. It doesn't show, right? It doesn't show. So I opened the game right now. I opened one game. I thought like I break this one. So I had to go to sleep that day, and also like kids go to sleep, so I did not have much time to figure this stuff out. I waited for the next day. I contacted Moza, by the way, because I thought I'd break the system. Brand new shifter. We had a brand new shifter. I thought I'd break the shifter. Right, so I contacted them. Hey, 1 week old. Maybe it's a human user error, probably, which it was 100% user error. It was not the shifter. It's okay. It's decent compared to my Fanatec shifter. It's like day and night, but it does its job. It does its job, right? Like I'm not trying to downplay it. It works for now. I'm not sure for how long it's gonna work, but it does work. So yeah, I went there, and then if you go start mapping in here, right? I open the game, and I click on on one of the buttons to remapping the shifter, right? So I click on, now on the original shifter, if you go in here, it's 115 or 16s, right? That high, right? Once you put into the mapping, it shows boom. So yeah, it's 113, that's reverse, and then 7th gear is 120. So you go from 113 to 120, you have the gears, right? Like far second, third, fourth, 5th and 6th, and this is on the normal stuff. So when you see the wheelbase right now, here's the beauty of it, right? Like virtual device number 4, you see in here, they work, like the shifter work, right? The shifter work, but it does not show in here, right? You think you broke it, so you start calibrating it, right? When you calibrate, right, you go all the way to left, all the way to right, all the way to left. You don't have to go reverse or 7th. You just go all, like, take the shifter, go all the way here, go all the way here, go all the way here again, and then you're gonna say great sucks ass calibration, right? So it's gonna sucks ass the calibration. So it works, right? Like calibration works. I unplugged the shifter right now. If you unplug the shifter, right? I thought like something. I unplugged the shifter. I reset the computer right now, right? Like you can see the shifter right now went dark. Boom. You plug it back in. You plug back in the shifter. It's gonna load in for in a bit, and then we have in here again, right? You thought I tried everything, right? Until I went to the game, click remap, and the shifter works. So yeah, if you have that type of issue that you're ignorant like myself, because again, Moza pit house, it's really new to me. I have no idea about these things. So yeah, if you're new to this stuff, I'm learning things, and if you have any more tips, let me know in the comment section, like more to help me. I'm trying to find the best setting to feel as natural as possible on my shifter right now. So that's why I'm trying to figure out. So I'm still playing with the settings right now. I have found this one here, like, to work decent but not perfect. I try to use the same settings, like for example on the neutrals, dampening and the friction and the inertia. Same, inertia does. I think Fanatec did not have the inertia, so I used to use 50 newton meters on my Fanatec, even though they had like 20. So I'm using 70% in here. I'm not going full retard on the what do you call, on the force feedback. So I'm not. I'm still figuring out the settings here. Most of the settings, like, they're the same on basically all bases, all the wheels, like direct drives, like, all of this bullshit. It's like, the same, pretty much, give or take. So it's just like, some direct drive drivers, they do the force feedback different. So you have to micro adjust it for your liking. So far this is decent, not perfect, so I'm still working on it. But yeah, I thought I should do this video quickly, like, for people who know. Maybe Moza doesn't know that either, because you know what, like, I haven't seen anything, because I looked it up, right? And like a lot of people, like, it showed problems with the shifter inside. I had to open it, and like cables in there snapped. So I did open my shifter, actually, by the way. Pretty simple, like screws on top here. You don't have to remove the top, you just remove it from the bottom, it comes completely off. And yeah, everything inside looked at perfect, not a single issue inside there. But then, you know what, the shifter recognizes, right? So, and then the calibration says successful, but I had no idea what was going on. So yeah, if you have that issue actually with the shifter and you switch to the start mapping, again, some games do not recognize more than 35 buttons, I think, or something like that. So that's why I think this is a good to split it, instead of having like a full 150 buttons, like whatever I have, 128 buttons, instead of having 128 buttons that you can remap, because this is my steering wheel right now, buttons, right? So I have a CS 2VP whatever wheel with what do you call, with a wooden rim in here. So yeah, like, some games like Automobilista, I think, does not recognize this stuff. But yeah, so if you switch this one in here and then have this issue and you think that the shifter doesn't work, that could be the problem. All right, it doesn't show it here, like I'm shifting and it doesn't show on here. So yeah, I did contact with Moza, and they were like pretty quick to respond to me. Like they took them under 30 hours, I think, or so, give or take. They send a replay like pretty quick, and I do appreciate that. At least they responded. I have not sent an email to them yet to explain to them, which I will tell them, like, that it was completely user error, like my fuckery, my ignorance, that I did not know. I digress. I hope this helped somebody out there. But then again, if you have any tips for a rookie on the Moza gear, although I've been sim racing and using steering wheels since, like, 2005ish or so. My first wheel was like a G25, actually, Logitech G25. So since then I've been having always wheels like G25, G27. I had Thrustmaster T150, T300, and then my Fanatec, I had it for like 7 years or so. So yeah, I've been having, like, for like almost several years, almost nearly 2 decades or more, steering wheels. And then this is me being a rookie right now, not knowing what was going on, but I'm learning. Again, if you have any comments, or if you have any tips or informations for me, let me know down below in the comment section. On that note, I do appreciate you for watching. I'll catch you guys on one of my live streams, if not on one of my newer videos. Until then, have a good one, enjoy the rest of it, and see you guys next time. Bye.